Alexander T. Wolf. The state of Fairtale Land versus Alexander T. Wolf will now begin. Mr. Wolf has declined a defense lawyer and will be representing himself for this trial. The charges against Mr. Wolf are as follows. Murder of Pig 1 and murder of Pig 2. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it will be your responsibility to decide if Mr. Wolf did in fact murder the two pigs. District Attorney, Mr. Wood S. Mann, do you have an opening statement?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will show that the defendant, Alexander T. Wolf, purposely went to both pigs' houses with the intent of eating them. I will prove that the wolf also was trying to eat the third pig before he was arrested. Thank you.
Does the defense have an opening statement?
Yes, I do. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will prove that I, Alexander T. Wolf, was simply trying to make my dear grandmother a birthday cake. I was only going to borrow sugar from my neighbor. Unfortunately, I also had a very bad cold. And the pigs' houses were poorly built. When I sneezed, their houses fell and killed those poor pigs. When I am done, you will find me innocent on all charges. Thank you.
Mr. Mann, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. For my first witness, I call Mr. Pork E. Pig, brother of the two deceased pigs.
Oh, great.
Quiet in the court. There will be no more of that, Mr. Wolf.
Excuse me, Your Honor. It won't happen again.
Let's continue, Mr. Pig. You have been sworn in. Can you please tell us about that night you first encountered Mr. Wolf?
Yes, I was busy cleaning my house. It looked like a real pig pen since I had just moved in. All of a sudden, I heard this loud pounding on the door and someone yelling, "Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, let me in." Well, my dear mother always taught me not to talk to strangers, so I said, "Please go away." Well, he continued yelling something and huffing and puffing, so I got frightened and called the police. Then I yelled to the wolf, "You better go to your granny before you get sent to the pen." I had no idea that he had killed my dear brothers until the police came and arrested him.
Thank you, Mr. Pig. I am sorry for your loss.
Your witness, Mr. Wolf.
Hello, Porky.
My name is Pork E. Pig. You can call me Mr. Pig.
Excuse me, Mr. Pig. Can you please tell the court what you do for a living?
I'm the inspector of Home Builders Inc. I am in charge of making sure the homes in Fairtale Land are built properly. I am the best in the area.
Interesting. So did you inspect your two dear brothers' homes to make sure they were built properly?
No.
Why didn't you inspect your dear brothers' homes?
My brother and I had a complicated relationship. They were jealous of my good fortune. I was smarter than them and I had a good job. They were so lame. They always expected me to do everything for them. Well, I wasn't helping them anymore. They were on their own this time.
That's all for the witness. Thank you, Porky Pig.
Whatever, you're a loser. I hope you and your granny sit on a pin.
Mr. Pig, go sit down and be quiet. If you make any more distractions like that in the courtroom, you'll be set out. Mr. Mann, you need to control your witnesses.
Yes, Your Honor.
You might call your next witness.
The state rests its case, Your Honor.
Mr. Wolf, you may call your first witness.
My first witness is my dear old granny.
Granny, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
What you say? Let me turn my head. I'm a tad bit deaf in this ear. Now I can hear you. What did you say, Your Honor?
I said, Granny, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Well, of course, dearie.
Mr. Wolf, you may proceed.
Granny, can you state how long you've known me?
Oh, dearie, my sweet little Wolfie. I have known you since the day you were born, silly Wolfie. You have always been such a helpful wolf. I remember that one time you helped that little girl on her way to her grandmother's house. You were always thinking of others.
Oh, thank you, Granny. And can you recall what happened on your last birthday?
Of course I do. I just woke up and I was looking forward to a lovely visit with my favorite grandson. When my phone rang, it was my Wolfie. And you were sneezing and huffing and puffing so much. It was hard to talk to you. You said you were running late because you were running out of sugar and had to go to the neighbor's house to borrow some. You know, Judge, my little Wolfie bakes me birthday cakes every year. He really is a great baker. He took baking lessons from the sweet old lady that lives in the woods. You know, the one with the cute little gingerbread house?
Granny, can you please go back to what happened after I called you?
Oh, yes, dearie. So after I got off the phone, I was just sitting there waiting and waiting. I was starting to get worried that something had happened to my little Wolfie. Then I finally got the phone call from the police station. You were in jail. I just couldn't believe it.
Oh, Granny, don't cry. It'll be okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness, Mr. Man.
Hello, Granny. I just have a couple of questions for you. Has your grandson, Alexander, ever been in trouble with the law before?
Let me think. Oh, yeah, there was this one incident with him wearing a lady's nightgown, but I don't think any charges were filed.
Oh, Granny!
Mr. Wolf, quiet in the courtroom. You've had your chance with the witness.
Oh, sorry, Wolfie. Was I not supposed to talk about that?
Oh, perfect, Granny. Next question. You said Mr. Wolf was baking you a cake. What ingredients does he put in the cake?
Objection! What does it matter what ingredients go into the cake?
Your Honor, let me finish. I will show why the ingredients are relevant.
Continue, Mr. Man, but you better get to the point quickly.
Thank you. I will. Granny, what does Alexander put in his cakes?
Well, I don't know all the ingredients. I think he puts rabbit, sheep, eggs, and a little this and a little that.
Are you sure that's it, Granny?
Well, some of my favorite birthday cakes, he puts a little bacon into it.
Bacon, huh? And where does the bacon come from?
A pig, of course. Everyone knows that.
Oh, Granny, you didn't!
Order in the court. Mr. Wolf, you have been warned.
Yes, Your Honor.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You may be excused, Granny. Okay, Mr. Wolf, your next witness.
For my next witness, I called Dr. Ralph A. Wolf.
Dr. Wolf, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Of course, Your Honor.
Dr. Wolf, can you please state how long I have been your patient?
You've been my patient for 5 years now. I remember when you first came to see me. You were a youngster that chased around chickens in a chicken coop. You're such a playful little wolf.
Can you please tell the court what was the last time you saw me?
Yes, your dear granny brought you to the office the day before her birthday. She was so excited about the birthday cake you were making her. You were sneezing and wheezing. You had a really bad cold. You even blew my desk down in one of your fits.
Sorry about that, Doc. No further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness, Mr. Mann.
Thank you for all you do, Dr. Ralph A. Wolf of Poor Fairy Tale Land.
You can just call me Dr. Wolf, please.
Of course, Dr. Wolf. You said you have been seeing Mr. Wolf for 5 years now. 5 years. Why have you been treating Mr. Wolf?
Objection. That's doctor or patient confidentiality.
Okay, sorry. Let me ask Dr. Wolf this. What type of doctor are you?
I'm the best psychiatrist in all of Fairyland. I have the one and only support group for wolves that struggle with eating pork.
That's all I need, Dr. Wolf. No further questions, Your Honor.
You may call your next witness, Mr. Wolf.
The defense rests its case, Your Honor.
Okay, let's have the closing arguments. Mr. Wolf, you are first.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been wrongfully accused of a horrific crime.